Today's reading is going to come from Galatians chapter 4, verses 4 through 7. But when the set time had fully come, God sent his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, to redeem those under the law, that we might receive adoption to sonship. Because you are his sons, God sent the Spirit of his Son into our hearts, the Spirit who calls out, Abba, Father. So you are no longer a slave, but God's child. And since you are his child, God has made you also an heir. I love this passage, although it may be not the classic Christmas passage. It does actually highlight that what we've always celebrated at Christmas is ultimately God's plan for redemption. That God, in one sense, sent one child into the world to redeem the rest of his children. That it was his great rescue plan. And that the real gift at Christmas is a reunion with a Father who's always loved us and always desired to have a relationship with us. So my encouragement, we're just a couple of days away now from Christmas, and my encouragement to you is that perhaps over these next few days and even going into this new year, that we would consider together how we can allow this year to keep an intentional focus on that relationship that our Heavenly Father wants to have with us. If there's anything I know about relationships with your families, when you don't get to see your family very often, you don't take it for granted when you do. And so my encouragement to you is, if you've perhaps fallen into the habit of saying, I get to see God all the time, I get to be with God all the time, I would encourage you to allow this to be a season to say, I'm not going to take that relationship for granted, because it costs so much for this family reunion to happen. So how might you really make an effort to not take that for granted this year?
Sure, to the world the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and heaven nature sing. And we will sing, sing, sing. Sure to the world